Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time of the day it is that you're listening to this. My name is Yvette Wanzu, and welcome back to the Walking with Wanzu podcast. How are you? How have you been? Has life been kind to you? It's been treating you good? Tough times? I'm sending you love and hugs nonetheless. Welcome back to the podcast. Enjoy listening. Hi, Margaret.
Hi, Yvette. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
So today I want us to talk about mothers and motherhood. Mother's Day is this weekend, and I just wanted to know from your perspective and your own experience, what does motherhood mean to you and what has it taught you? You can speak from your experience as yourself being a mother and also from your experience, what you've experienced growing up being raised by your own mom.
Okay, experience being raised by my mom. I feel my mom as a rock. Reason being, that woman went through a lot, raising the six of us, and seeing the outcome right now, I see as the best that we had in our lives.
Okay.
Yeah, being a mother, I feel like it's a combination of so many professions together. Given that during motherhood, you experience a lot of challenges, and these challenges needs you as a mother to solve them the right way.
Yeah.
You try your best to balance everything. One day you are a nurse, one day you are a doctor, a teacher, a lawyer, a judge, and everything.
Yeah.
So motherhood to me is being a hero.
Oh, that's amazing. Thank you. And I just wanted to affirm you and tell you that as a mom, I look up to you. I think you do an amazing job, and your children are very lucky to have you as a mother. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day to you too.
Thank you. Hi, pretty lady.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm good. You?
Hey, I'm good. I'm good. Thank you for agreeing for me to interview you. This is going to be very short and sweet. I just wanted to know from you, since Mother's Day is coming up this weekend, what is your experience as far as motherhood is concerned? That means you seeing other people, mother, maybe your nieces and your nephews, and you having experienced that as an individual.
So to me, motherhood is the way I've seen it and I've experienced it.
Yes.
To me, motherhood is it's a gift, and being a mother, it's being lucky. You're lucky because it's a gift that not all of us get.
Yes.
There's other people who are not blessed to be mothers, but and again, for me, motherhood means like, it's another word we can say, it's like parenting. So being a mother
Yes.
does not only mean you be a mother to your own kids. You can be a mother to the other kids, to your nephews, so it's like you are raising a community.
Yes.
And a motherhood for me, like, I think the way it should be guiding the kids, raising them with the way you want them to. Like, you've lived in this world.
Yes.
You know what's wrong, what's right. So you bringing up kids, it means like you're guiding them to cope up with the norms that we have nowadays.
Okay.
So for me, that's how motherhood
is
it's a gift. It's being lucky. You're raising a community, so you should have that heart, that open heart to raise the community and to raise them in a way you think it's fit. You've lived here, you know the wrongs that they're there, so raising them in a way that they know what to expect in life, what to do in life,
and how to deal. Okay.
Yes.
What would you do differently for your kids? You when the time comes and now you're a mom, what would you do differently for your children?
For me, what I'll do differently is raise them in a truthful manner. Tell them what's wrong and tell them what's bad. Because in a world that we are in right now, it's not a world that you have to compress the kids. If you compress them, you're losing them. But if you let them live and then you guide them in a right way, the ways that you've lived, and you know this one can work and this one cannot work. So if you are a mother, if you're a parent, just raise them in an openly manner so that you tell them this is right. When they grow up, they will know, I know this is right and this is wrong. The perspective of people raising kids like with the rules. It's good to have rules, but where will those rules lead you to?
That's
You are raised with the rules. Right now, you wish to have changed something. You wish to have been given that
The
freedom.
opportunity to explore.
Yeah, so just let them explore them, like explore their talents, explore their lives, but you're guiding them. They're not exploring their lives in a bad way because you're there as a parent, you're guiding them. And again, show them love.
Yeah.
Love is is something that I would have wished to get. A parental love. Just be there for them. They need it. Nowadays we have mental challenges. Mental health is a big concern.
That's true.
So if a child feels that compression, then definitely that child's gonna have so many mental challenges. Yeah.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much for your input. And I just want to let you know that I think you turned out as an amazing person, despite the many challenges that you had here and there growing up. I think you're an amazing person, and you're going to be a wonderful mom. And your children are going to be so lucky to have you because you are so smart, you're intelligent, you're kind. You're an amazing individual.
Thank you so much. I can't wait.
Karibu. And thank you for coming on here to share your opinion.
Asante.
Okay, bye. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for making time to come onto the podcast. So it's Mother's Day this weekend, and I was just compiling stories, ideas, opinions of people in regards to their mothers, and also just what they think about motherhood. So I know you're grown now, and I wanted to ask you, how do you think from your upbringing, you've seen now as a grown person, of course, as a grown woman, you've experienced your mom as a mother, but now more so as a grown woman, you've gotten to experience her as a woman herself, as an individual, right? So what are some of those aspects of just seeing her, how she used to handle things, how she raised you guys up to now, do you feel has impacted who you are? Take your time. Yeah. Maybe you could also just start by telling us what are some of the traits that you really loved about your mom, even growing up, that you still even love up to now, and then that you can see in yourself now. Yeah.
It was okay, but I think she did it already.
It was a bit extreme for you. So what are some of the good things that you feel maybe you can emulate that she did?
Good thing.
Or that you see in yourself? Because, a lot of, when growing up, maybe the things that your mom does that you don't agree with, there's some things that you like, but you start seeing them in yourself as a grown woman.
Yeah.
Just like, this trait looks familiar. When you think about your mom and motherhood, what comes to mind? What kind of a mom was your mom?
Because my mom is still.
Yes.
This. First of all, she's selfless.
Yes.
So she'll go out of her way to do anything for anyone. She'll host.
Yeah.
Even if she doesn't even know how these visitors are going to sit, how they're going to sleep, how they're going to do whatever.
Yeah.
So she'll go out of her way and she'll do it to her best. And she'll even spend, like, thinking about it now, I feel like she did a lot.
Yeah.
She did the most.
Yeah.
Because now, if a relative comes in, she won't even tell a relative that, okay, you can, those ones impromptu calls, you call someone and you're like, I am coming.
Yeah.
And you don't even know they're going to stay for how long. Sometimes even my cousins in campus, or my uncles in campus at that time, they're coming for the long holidays. And it's almost, 6 months or 3 months.
And those ones last long,
Yeah. So her, she'll just come. She'll just accommodate them for that period of time. And she won't even complain. And they won't even they won't give anything in return. Like even their parents contributing or even sending money or even doing anything. Her, she'll just take full responsibility for that. Yeah. And then now, when okay, I think one thing that I've taken from her is I empathize a lot.
Yeah, so your mom is an empath.
She is a complete one. So for her, it was a bit extreme because she'll go and she has adopted a number of kids.
What? Yeah.
So and she won't want anything in return because some of them are now grown.
Yeah.
They have gone their own ways, and she saw them through primary school to the university level.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she didn't even mind. And she didn't even mind. She gave them everything. She didn't you couldn't differentiate that this is her child or this is not her child.
Yeah.
She gave it her all. So I feel like that one
Empathy.
for that particular one, I think we're the same.
Okay.
And I think that one I have actually that's one thing that I have that she had.
Yeah.
And also,
so I could say that was even as far as that being her as a mom, but also in society.
Yeah.
I can see how she used to show up. So how about for you and your siblings? What's that thing that really stuck with you as far as your mom's mothering was concerned? I mean, we spoke earlier, and you told me about how she wanted you and your siblings to spend a lot of time together. So if it's playing
together,
stuff like that, yeah.
All of us are just play together, you eat together, you do homework together. Pretty much everything, you go to the park together.
Yeah.
You take photos together. She really loved photos. So
I know African moms and those family photos.
Yeah. So all the moments captured till now.
Yeah.
So till now she'll even take those. She takes family time to be very, very important.
Yeah.
And she'll even feel bad when you're not able to make it. All of you people are now busy, people are now big, people have families.
Yeah.
You're not now together as before. So holidays are not the same.
Yeah, that's true.
So for her, she'll be like, I wanted us to all have that, to be together as a family.
Yeah.
And she wouldn't even mind. Even the adopted kids, she'll even call them and tell them that we have this family gathering. Could you come? So yeah, she is
it's because you're reminiscing, you're also going back.
But, yeah.
So you'd find yourself saying was. Yeah.
So she's this, how would I put it? Because in short, she's a disciplinarian.
Yes.
She is a family person.
Yes.
She is a friend.
Yeah.
She's a wife.
Yes, yes.
A very dedicated wife.
Yeah, tell me a bit about your mom as a wife. We've spoken about your mom as a woman in the society, as a mom to you guys. So how did you experience your mom as a wife to your dad?
Because she always showed up for every event. My dad would, if any event my dad had in their office, she'd always show up.
Oh, yeah.
Looking her best. Always supportive.
Yeah.
Even if they had problems.
Yes.
Or even if they were engaged in a fight, it wouldn't show anywhere. Especially in front of visitors, in front of anything. And then she was that voice of reason for my dad. Because my dad had to always ask my mom, what do you think?
Yeah.
So she's always that lady. She was that lady who that wife.
Yeah.
Who my dad will actually rely on 100%. Even when my dad was financially let me not say financially unstable, but
like going through it, going through that phase where you have some.
Yeah. She never felt that my dad was alone. You see that one of it's the man who should do everything. She never did. She never left my dad do everything. She always provided where she could, and you didn't even notice.
There's a shift. Yeah.
Now is when I can tell, but before that,
you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've spoken and you've told me how you've experienced your mom as a mom, mothering you and your siblings, and then as a woman in the society, and how you've experienced your mom as a partner to your dad, as a wife. So now finishing, from when you were a child leading up to now, you as a full-grown woman, and even hoping to have kids someday, what are you taking out of the motherhood experience from your mama? You know your mom.
Yeah. So one thing that the sacrifices she okay, she gave up so much, and I didn't realize it till when it was late.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's just blaming and thinking that she would have done it better.
Yeah.
But now looking back, and I've been thinking about it, she did her best. And the sacrifices she made, not only, leaving school and trying to start a family, and also just being there, just a lot she has done. I wouldn't, I would want my kids someday to also say the same and say that my mom did her best. My mom took her time off from this. She sacrificed herself and she did this. And the discipline that she gave us. Because we still get compliments from people, from neighbors.
And I see it as well. Yeah.
So the people will tell us, you guys, I wish my children were like you. So sometimes, when you think about it, it's the discipline she instilled in us.
Yeah.
So I would actually just carry whatever she was doing.
Yes.
And just basically be the same kind of mother.
Yeah.
I don't think I can even do it better. I don't know. Because I don't know how she did it. But I hope I can be the same mother that she's been. Yeah.
Oh, that's really good. That's really good. And let me just affirm you, even though we know that you're not yet a mom, I think your mom did an amazing job. When I see you, I see, because of the little that I know about you, your work ethic, how you relate to people, how you're empathetic, but you're also very clear about what your boundaries are. I think your mom did an amazing job. And even when you go on through life and you become a mom yourself, you'll do an amazing job. She did the best she could with the resources that she had at the time and the knowledge that she did. And she did this well. So imagine now what you do. Yeah. So thank you for coming on. And happy Mother's Day to your mom.
Thank you so much. Okay. And happy Mother's Day to you too.
Thank you. When I think of my mother and motherhood and myself as a mom now, I think strength, I think grace, I think resilience, and unconditional love comes to mind. One thing that I really does come to mind when I think of my mom and motherhood is resilience and strength. My mom was a mom at such a young age, and she constantly chose to fight for herself, to fight for me, to provide, to be there. My mom was also my friend growing up. I remember so many scenarios where I could always talk to her, I could always joke with her. And one of my favorite childhood memories when I think of my mom is I was asthmatic. I am asthmatic, but it was worse when I was younger. And I used to have a lot of asthmatic attacks, especially at night. And so when my mom woke up to give me medicine or my inhaler, she would always make some midnight tea. And there are times when she would wake me up and tell me, okay, wake up, mama, take your medicine. And then she wouldn't let me go back to sleep. And sometimes I used to get so upset. But at times I was more than happy to stay and let the tea get ready. She would make the tea from the milk that she had saved to make tea the following day. And then she would give me like biscuits or bread, or even if we had leftover ugali, and we would have that at night. And she would tell me like, so tell me, how was your day? How are you feeling now? And those midnight snacks always left me feeling so loved on and just so refreshed. And I would go back to sleep and have such a nice deep sleep and wake up the following day feeling rested and happy. And so one of my best childhood memories about my mom is those midnight snacks when she would wake up to give me my inhaler from my asthmatic attacks. One of my other really favorite memories about my mom is that my mom was a girly girl, and my mom is beautiful. but she had me at her prime. My mom had me at 21. And so I watched my mom from a very young age bloom and blossom. And my mom was beautiful. In her 20s, even well into her early 30s and late 30s, mom was beautiful. She would always, whenever she came to school for Parents' Day or for the parents teacher meetings, she would always capture the attention of even the students just by how she walked, how she looked. She loved her makeup. She loved her red lipstick. Mommy loved her heels. And she was just a beautiful lady. And even me in my 20s, I do know that I experiment a lot with my sense of style and my hair and my fashion and just how I express myself. But I don't even think I come half as close to just how much my mom used to kill it. I know that she had palms, so for heels. So whenever she wore blue, she had the blue heels. When she wore yellow, she even had yellow heels. And she really just used to really slay and kill it and represent. And I loved that about her. My mom is those people who you could always come to and feel free to talk to. And I could see even among my friends, she was the cool aunt who you could tell, oh, auntie, this guy who's hitting on me, or I have a boyfriend now. And my cousins were always so comfortable to talk to her about when they started their period, or when there's something that they felt like they couldn't confide that to, in their parents. They could always talk to my mom. So she was that go-to auntie. She was that person. And even now, up to her old age, she's always transitioned into the cool grandma and the cool aunt. And me, more so being a mom now, especially a single mom, I really, really, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate my mom. And so my heart goes out to all the moms out there, the single moms, the married moms, the angel moms who have their babies in heaven, the moms to be. I just want to tell you that we see you and we appreciate you. And motherhood is such a thankless, a selfless, but yet a very rewarding job. And it's the unconditional love that you give out. It's the selflessness that moms give out. And it's even the consciousness that they have to constantly want to be better and do better for their kids, and just show up as the best version of themselves so that they can be the best for themselves, for society, but more so for their children. It goes without saying, children do not follow examples or what you tell them. They follow what they see. And moms out there are just killing it every day, whether they're just trying to put food on the table, whether they're just trying to assume the roles they have in society and do it to the best of their ability. We see you, we appreciate you, and we love you. And though this comes at a much later date, even past Mother's Day, I hope you enjoy listening to the experiences of the people who've come before me, before I managed to give my own take about their mothers and what motherhood means to them. And this is just to say one more time that we celebrate the moms out there. We see you, we love you, we appreciate you. And we just want to say that we wouldn't be anywhere close to where we are if it wasn't for our moms, if it wasn't for the sacrifice, if it wasn't for the love, if it wasn't for the sacrifice. Happy Mother's Day. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode and being part of my journey. I would love to hear from you. Find me on Instagram at Yvette Wanzu. Find me on Gmail at tewanzu@gmail.com. Feel free to write to me so that we can interact and get to know each other a little bit better. Thank you so much for being part of my journey and for walking with me and doing this thing called life with me. See, we just do life together. Amma, have a good one. Sending you love and light, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.